So I crashed out over the weekend. Colin Cowherd is one of them. You are a coward. You're awful. Shut up. I've seen the fucking fan talk about this shit. What has Jaxson Dart showed you? What the fuck is Fernando Mendoza done in the league? We want to trade for something we don't fucking know works in the league? I'm not done yet. I'm not fucking done. And this fucking mindset could seep through our fucking organization. Hell, what about we trade Jaxson Dart? Oh, what if my brain doesn't work? Oh, what if I'm a fucking stupid person? You're dumb. Whoever says this shit is dumb. They're not smart. Don't ever put them at a table where important people have conversations. Don't do it. They don't belong there. Fernando Mendoza has a fucking corny interview, and they're fucking ready to give this guy the fucking throne. Are we fucking dead ass right now? But no. Just fucking tank and fucking get Mendoza when you don't fucking need another quarterback because you already have him. You need fucking picks. You need picks. Well, I talked to a GM who won't be able to draft Mendoza, and he says he really likes his mental processing. I don't give a fuck about mental processing right now. Jaxson Dart can do that same shit. We say that when the quarterback is shit. Jaxson Dart is what? Not shit. He's good. It's coming from the land of fucking Stupidville. That's what it's coming from. It's giving the Drake May year of the Patriots last year. Remember, guys? Remember when the Patriots were 3-14 and dog shit? But guess who played well? Rookie season, Drake May. Now, it didn't result in wins, but you know what it fucking showed? A lot of fucking promise. A lot of potential. We get the fucking right coach in here. We get some fucking offensive weapons and a good offensive line in here. This kid could be something special. And look at him, a fucking MVP candidate. This is why you don't give up on fucking people too fucking soon. Dummies at the fan. Dummies, Colin Cowherd. I'm sure I saw the fucking... I'm going to look up how many people are saying this stupidity, and I'm going to flame all of them. All of them. This might be a fucking 40-minute video. I don't know what's going to happen when I record it. I don't know. But shit's going down. And please watch it. Please. And you might be asking yourself, Lewis, what made you crash out over the weekend? Right? What made you drop your headphones and crash out and say a lot of expletives that you, frankly, don't want to share again? What made you say that, Lewis? What made you say that, right? What made you say that, right? What made me absolutely crash out and almost break my table? What made me do that, right? You may be asking yourself these questions, right, when I say crash out. I crashed out on Sunday during a stream, and it was about all these stupid, ignorant, a word that I can't say, another word I can't say, and more words I can't say, takes about Jaxson Dart being traded and the Giants drafting Fernando Mendoza if they have the number 1 overall pick in the NFL draft this year. You probably know by the clips I just showed you where I stand and what aisle I'm in, right? But the fucking brain capacity on some of these people making these takes is absolutely stupid. I will never understand it, and I don't want to understand it. But here we are today, and we're going to try to understand it. All right? Now, we're going to play some clips of people with really low IQs. So if you could just bear with me here, and we can watch it together, and we can analyze it, we can pick it apart. All right? So that's what we're going to do right now. All right, so here we are with Colin Cowherd. Now, I like to call him Colin Cowherd because he's a fucking coward. This guy sucks. His takes aren't great. And he's a public figure, a figurehead in the media of sports, right? So he's somebody with a lot of influence. But his take on Jaxson Dart here is just dead wrong. Absolutely. This is a violating take that he's about to say. So let's just get into it. Let's just listen to this stupidity all the way through. Just one time. Let's just listen one time. Let's get it.
The New York Giants right now would have the number 1 pick. You trade Jaxson Dart. You take the 6'5.5" Fernando Mendoza. Absolutely. I think Mendoza is about as good a prospect as you're going to get. I mean, humble. I talked to an NFL coach about him. I said, this person may need a quarterback, but won't be able to get Mendoza, who will go number one. He won't be able to move up.
So this guy's opinion doesn't matter at all. Literally doesn't matter at all. Who is this guy? This guy needs to be thrown in jail. Jail time for this guy. Jail, jail, jail. He deserves to be in jail. We're not even halfway through, and I'm about to crash out again. We're not even halfway through the video, and I'm about to crash out again. Let me calm down. Colin Cowherd. I get it. This isn't the full extended clip. But when you're making it seem like a guy's traits are just because he's 6'5.5", yeah, you gotta take. Why you gotta take him? It's not like other 6'5" guys haven't failed in the league. It's not like that. This guy's good. This guy's shown you great things in college. College. Might I add, that's going to be a mainstay in my vocabulary for this entire video. College. Fernando Mendoza is good in college. Let's continue on. Let's just continue. Let's just listen. We have to listen.
And he said he's also such an easy player to scout because Indiana runs pro concepts. So you will...
Guys. Wow. Wow. Give it up, guys. Indiana runs pro concepts. Oh my gosh, I'm literally salivating at the dream of getting this guy. I'm so salivating. Wow, oh my goodness. We have to get Fernando Mendoza on our team now. He's ran pro concepts before. Wow, crazy. What a fucking idiot. Let's just continue. Let's just continue.
No, watching his college film, the throws he can and cannot make. His take was, easy guy to comp. He said these Big 12 guys like Mahomes, you knew he was talented, but you're like, what in the hell is that offense? He goes, Mendoza's like, they run pros concepts. It's one day of watching film, you're like, oh yeah, you can make that, throw the audible out of that throw. He goes,
and you know what? I'm sure Fernando Mendoza is a good prospect. He can make good throws, right? And he is a likable guy, right? I think that Fernando Mendoza is a talented player. This video has nothing to do with Fernando Mendoza being bad. It has nothing to do with that. I think he is a good player. I think with right coaching, right fit, right players around him, he could be a success story, and it will be great for him, right? But when we're talking about the Giants, who got Jaxson Dart with the 25th overall pick and made him the starter after Russell Wilson absolutely sucked, we saw life into this new offense. We saw what we could be with him with just a bit more seasoning, with a bit more time in the pot to cook. Oh my goodness, this guy. He's doing it with Darius Slayton and Wan'Dale Robinson, guys. Remember, he did have Malik after like week 5. Maybe even less than that. So, like, to think that we would just trade for somebody who has never done it in the league, mind you. Never, ever, ever done it in the league. He's a college prospect. Never done it in the league. Never. Is mind-blowing to me. Let's just continue on with Colin Cowherd's story.
He's the easiest guy to scout ever.
Yeah. Guys, we have to trade for him because he's easy to scout, guys. Never have I ever heard that dumb shit in my life. You never do that. You have a prove it commodity. Jaxson Dart. I'm gonna crash out. What has Fernando Mendoza done? What has he done? Now Fernando Mendoza could go on to be a great quarterback. I don't care. He hasn't proven anything. Nothing. They're literally giving no statistical reasons why. They're only saying because he's 6'5" and he's humble. Wow. I mean, I could find a lot of 6'5" guys out there who are also humble, but they suck. They suck. And when they get to the league, they stink. Why would you trade something? You know what? Let's just continue because we have a lot more fucking videos to crash out on. Let's continue. All right, so here we have the Arena Gridiron podcast. with a bunch of former players, and Skip Bayless is in this video. All right, he is in this video. But this is the take from the two former player side and somebody else who's sitting on the couch. I'm sorry, I don't know your name. I don't watch the show. And I fucking won't be because it's absolutely horseradish what the fuck these players are saying. Absolute horseradish.
If the Giants was to trade Jaxson Dart, they'd get a ton for him.
And you would be probably correct. Would they? Maybe. I don't know. Because you know why they would get a ton for him, actually? You know why his value would be high? Because he's young, and he's talented, and he's good already. With a Giants team that is absolutely horrendous, with receivers dropping the ball, with the running game without Cam Scatteraboo being absolutely non-existent, with head coaches getting fired midseason, with an offensive coordinator who is clearly limiting him. That's why his value would be high, because he's good despite factors outside of his control. That's why he would get a lot of value. That would mean he's good, right? That would mean you keep him, right? Because he's shown you actual talent. That would mean you keep him, right? Now, this guy with the Seahawks jersey, let me tell you, this guy has an IQ above 100. Let me tell you, this guy's intelligent.
Should be the guy going forward. You saw the difference he made when he took over as a starter once Russell Wilson stopped.
I mean, who's that guy in the Seahawks jersey? We need to give him some more love. I need to know this guy's name because he actually has a brain in there. A brain. I'm now starting to thank people for having brains in sports. Oh, guys, I just can't believe I'm thanking people with brains in sports. Goodness gracious, it's annoying. Let's listen to Aqib Talib, a former player who's probably gotten hit in the head a lot of times because he played in the NFL. You probably get hit, fall to the ground, hit your head a little bit, right? So he has all the brain capacity working right now. Let's just listen to his dumbness. Let's just listen to it.
That high on Mendoza. Trade Jaxson Dart, you could fill 3 holes. You can get hella draft picks. You can get 2 players. It might not be a bad move.
It would be a bad move. You want to know why? If you get the first overall pick, you could just trade that pick, and that pick will be way more valuable than Jaxson Dart. Am I bugging? Am I bugging? Am I wild for this? Am I bugging am I tripping out? Why are people so quick to get rid of this guy? I promise you, if this was the Titans, they would not be like, oh, yeah, just give up on Cam Ward. Yeah, get rid of Cam Ward, get Mendoza in there. Nobody would be saying this shit. Not a single soul would be saying this shit. I don't know why they're picking on Jaxson Dart right now, but Jaxson Dart, you are getting consumed by the media for being on the Giants and the Giants being bad. It is not his fault that the Giants are bad. Not his fault. Not his fault. It's the entire team. The organization is fucking dysfunctional. It's not his fault. Also, you would get way more value with fucking the number 1 overall pick when you trade that. If you get the number 1 overall pick, you get more value for the pick itself, and you would get more draft picks. More than just trading Jaxson Dart. You buffoon! Aqib Talib, you buffoon! You're absolutely dumb. Oh my goodness. Let's go.
Still a question mark with Mendoza.
Yeah.
Like he in college.
It's still a question mark with Dart.
Bro.
What? What do you mean there's Aqib? I promise you, you were a great corner in the league. But this coverage on this topic is awful, baby. The coverage is awful here, baby. Let me tell you, I don't know what the fuck you're running. Man, zone, you're in quarter 2, you're in quarter 4, like cover 4. I don't know what the fuck your coverage is in right now because you're lost on an island, bro. What do you mean Jaxson Dart hasn't proven anything? Still has question marks. No shit, he's a rookie. But who's proven more in the league? I'll wait for people to say that Mendoza has proven more in the National Football League than Jaxson Dart. You know what Jaxson Dart has shown me, Aqib? Timing, accuracy with the football downfield, athleticism in the pocket, mobility in the pocket, off-script plays, He has a live arm. His arm is really good. He makes great throws and with accuracy down the field specifically, where we didn't really have that with Daniel Jones, right? So these are just some positives, right? And also his running ability. He's a fucking athlete with a live arm, and he brings juice to this entire organization. And people love him, and they rally around him because he actually has talent at the quarterback position that the Giants have not seen for a while. Since Eli Manning. It's been a hot minute, bro. We haven't seen quarterback talent, bro. And we're looking at this kid, and granted, I didn't really like the Jaxson Dart pick coming out of the draft, but he's fucking proven me wrong. He's really good. He's the Drake May of last year. Drake May's team was 3-14 last year. They were hot dog water. But you know what was the saving grace for that season? Drake May. Drake May looked good even in a bad situation. He looked good. He has potential. Get the right coach in there. Get the right play caller in there. Let's fucking make some things happen. Let's make shit happen. And guess what now? The Patriots are one of the best teams in the AFC. Huh, you think? Get Dart a good coach, get Dart the right OC, and shit will be grand. Also, get rid of Joe Shane. He's a terrible GM. But get him solid coaches and develop him. And he already has the baseline talent level above Mendoza anyway, and he's proven it in the league, you fucking stupid people. Oh, they're so dumb. Let's just continue. We got to get through this video. We got to get through the video. We just have to get through it. Let's just get through it, please, please, please.
He lost every game he played.
He lost every game he played. That's a lie, Akib. That's a lie. You're lying. Now you're a liar, and not only a stupid person, you're also a lying stupid person. You know how many fourth quarter leads the Giants blew? Akib? A lot. We probably should have had a better record this year. Probably. When Jaxson Dart came into the game, we actually had chances to win football games. Could we say that about Russell Wilson? Jameis Winston? No, we could not. Right? Jaxson Dart has proven to be a solid NFL quarterback already. He's already, I think, in my mind, top 20. You're telling me that Mendoza, in my world, can come in right now and be a top 20 QB? I don't fucking believe that shit. I gotta see it. Jaxson Dart had to prove to me that he can be good. He had to prove to this fan base that he could be good, because a lot of people were questionable about this pick. A lot of people were high on Dart. I wasn't one of them, but he's proven that he is good and solid with a lot of potential, a live arm, athletic. Stupid. And also the defense is fucking giving up fourth quarter leads. They were up against the Broncos, up against the Bears. They were up against multiple other teams that I can name right now. But no, he lost every game. He lost it. Yeah, sure, bro. Yeah, great take, bro.
You think Moore or Mendoza is better for you than Dart? Like, what are we talking about?
What are we talking about? College level quarterbacks. We'll come back to this take maybe later on if I'm deemed correct or if I'm deemed wrong. Maybe we'll get back there. Akib, shut up. Shut up, Akib. This guy with the Seahawks jersey. This guy's a great guy. He knows what the fuck is happening. We got to listen to this guy more. Go 12. There we go. All right. So now we are going to get into another take, and it's by Skip Bayless. So let's get into the video. And here we go. This is Skip Bayless right here, former ESPN First Take host and former guy on Fox, and now he's on this show. And we're going to listen to his take.
So Fernando Mendoza is prototype, 6'5", 235.
He is.
6'5", 235. Love the prototype. Love it. 6'5", 235. A beautiful quarterback to have. We love a 6'5" quarterback. That's the traditional thing.
Pure pocket passer.
Yep.
Does not have great mobility.
Ooh, already a knock on him. Already a knock. That limits you in the league if you don't have great mobility. You have to be so fucking on time if you are not able to make plays off script. And we've seen quarterbacks struggle with making plays off script and potentially being forced to step out the pocket. So, Skip Bayless coming in with some heat right now. Let's go, Skip. Hold on, chat.
Is surrounded by a very good team and a very good defense and a very good head coach. So
Yes, he is. Fernando Mendoza and that Indiana team is one of the best, if not the best, in the nation. They're the number 1 seed for a reason. You could say another team is better or whatever you want to say, but Indiana right now, they're the best team in college football, and because they have a complete team.
don't underestimate that. I do think Jaxson Dart can take New York farther than Fernando Mendoza. I'm not doing.
Woo! Skip Bayless coming in with some heat. I love it. The fact that Skip Bayless has to be the voice of reason absolutely boggles my mind. The fact that Skip Bayless has to be the voice of reason here boggles my mind. But I love it. I love the fact that Skip Bayless, he's redeeming himself right here. He's redeeming himself with all these bad takes.
Doing the Dante Moore because I don't know yet, but I like Jaxson Dart's style. I like his swagger. I like his edge. I just like how he fits that team and that city. But
can we also mention stats as well? Can we also mention stats? And I think that's a really important thing to talk about when we're talking about Jaxson Dart here, because nobody is talking about anything regarding stats, regarding anything of that. So my thing is, when we're talking about this guy, we have to talk about this guy with a great level of detail, with a great level of accuracy. Right? Let's just talk about his season stats so far. Right? He's started 10 games this season. The team is 2-8. He's completed 62% of his passes, 1,835 yards, 13 touchdowns, passing, and 5 interceptions. Now, do we want to talk about the rushing from Jaxson Dart? Because we can. We could talk about the rushing yards. Rushing yards, 72 attempts, 407 yards with 7 touchdowns on the ground. How many touchdowns is that? 13. That's 20 touchdowns to 5 interceptions, right? And, he's had some phenomenal games that he's beaten some really good teams. He beat Philadelphia. He beat the Chargers. He beat no other team. That's pretty much it. But some of these losses, let me tell you, could have been wins. The Chicago game could have been a win. The Denver game should have been a win. The New Orleans game, that was his only real bad game, in my opinion, besides his last game, which we will fucking talk about. We will talk about the game that he just played. But overall, he's shown a lot of promise. A lot of good talent. So I don't know why people think the Giants would give up on that so soon. We just have to talk about these stats. But thank you, Skip Bayless, for coming in with that heat right there, giving the guys a little good breakdown right there. But let's also bring up more horrific takes, because that's what we're here for, right? We're here for horrific takes. And this was a horrific take by somebody on The Fan, WFAN Sports Radio. If Fernando Mendoza and Jaxson Dart were in the same draft, who would you take? Right? So I'm just going to say this. I listened to the first 10 seconds. It's going to be pretty dumb. So let's listen.
Mendoza was coming out the same year as Dart. Who would you pick? Probably Mendoza.
Oh gosh. Here we go. Now, I wouldn't fully disagree with them. If they were in the same draft class, you'd probably take Mendoza over Dart. That does not mean that Jaxson Dart, what has Jaxson Dart proven in the league, means that he is shit. All right? A lot of people would have taken Fernando Mendoza over Jaxson Dart. A lot of them would. Right? And I probably would have been one of those guys. But we're bringing it back to draft day, where we didn't see both of them in the league yet. Now, what if I can make another stupid hypothetical? Let's be in stupid hypothetical land right now. Jaxson Dart and Fernando Mendoza. Jaxson Dart played better in his first year, but Fernando Mendoza didn't play good. Would they be regretting that draft pick? Maybe a little bit. But they'd probably be like, you know what? He's a rookie quarterback. He needs time to grow. He needs time to flourish. Just because he had a bad rookie year does not mean that he is ultimately a bad player or a player that we need to just move on from. Okay? Unless you are horrifically bad, like, i.e., Josh Rosen, horrifically bad, and a new coach comes in, then okay, we made it okay with Kyler Murray getting drafted like after the year after Josh Rosen, because Josh Rosen was ass. He was awful. He was a terrible quarterback. He was an awful player. You don't fucking keep that guy on your team. He was awful. Right? So new regime comes in, they clean house, and they get rid of awfulness. Jaxson Dart is not awful. But yes, I probably would take Mendoza over Dart. But that's not the fucking conversation we're talking about here, you dumb words that I can't say right now. Words that I can't say.
Error.
You sold on Dart.
100%.
I've tried to at least bring it up to them. Like, not even endorse it. Just, hey, Giant fans, because I'm surrounded by Giant
Nobody
fans.
liked it.
Hey, guys, what do you think of trading
Nobody liked it.
Dart and taking Mendoza? And they acted like I was an ogre for bringing it up.
That's right. That is right. And they should act like that because that's fucking dumb. That's so dumb. That's hypothetical. I fucking will never, ever, ever entertain because it's just bare stupidity. Right? Some hypotheticals you could be sarcastic with. Right? Some hypotheticals can be like a swing way. Like, oh, well, actually, you know, I think this way. I think that. You know, it's personal this and all that. Right? There's some hypotheticals where we can go that way. This hypothetical is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I don't know where they're getting this narrative that now Jaxson Dart has to be traded now because the Giants are bad. What about this Daniel Jones talk? Daniel Jones was fucking really bad. I never heard this from Giants fans or media when Daniel Jones was bad. Why all of a sudden now is Jaxson Dart's like fucking piss on his parade party? Why are we doing this now? Right? So I just don't understand. My point still stands. Jaxson Dart has actually proven it in the league. That's why you keep him. Idiots. All of them. He's actually done it in the league. But now we're going to get on to a little bit of smart people here. Let's talk about some smart people here because these guys are pretty smart. This is a Fireside Giants show. Go subscribe to them because they're actually intelligent human beings. Fireside Giants, Empire Sports Media, right? So go subscribe to them, right? This guy right here on the left, I don't know his name, but he's about to drop some fucking baller knowledge. Let me tell you some baller knowledge right here. Let's just get into it. Oh, also, but the question is, should the Giants trade Jaxson Dart and draft Fernando Mendoza, right?
Jaxson Dart and draft Fernando Mendoza if they have the first overall pick.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm excited about the holidays. I wonder if Santa could play right guard for us next year on a reasonable contract. And keep eating.
You see that? Now that is sarcasm. That's a hypothetical with sarcasm, boys. That's how you do it. Now you see this guy right here. I don't know his name. That guy right there on the screen. That guy right there. Smart guy. He's making a joke out of it. You want to know why? Because it's a fucking joke. It's a joke of a hypothetical. It's a joke of a thing that people are actually getting behind. It's absolutely piss poor media jobs by everybody in the media who's covering this. These guys should not be involved in important conversations ever in their life. They don't deserve it. But that guy right there, I don't know what his name is. It's Alex or Anthony. It's one of them. Good on you, bro. Shout out to you, man. You're a smart human being. You have an IQ of above 100. You have intellect. Thank you very much. Thank you. But now, we're going to listen to another smart guy. This is a thick maniac. Manic? I don't know what his name is, respectfully. I can't pronounce that. But we're just going to listen to his take on Jaxson Dart and, like, you know, Should the Giants trade Jaxson Dart? Let's just listen to a person's take who actually may have some reason.
This nonsense about trading Jaxson Dart is the dumbest thing
Oh my goodness.
I've ever heard.
Thank you. It is the dumbest thing. It probably is the dumbest thing I've ever heard as well. Thank you very much. It's fucking stupid. I don't know why people are trying to get behind it, but it's so dumb. Like, where did this come from? Like, come on, man. Fernando Mendoza has one corny interview, and all of a sudden, we gotta crown this guy. He has to be first overall pick, even though it's a team who doesn't need a fucking quarterback. Crazy.
I do not care if Fernando Mendoza looks like a sure thing and wins a national championship. There is
Thank you. I don't care either. This guy's spitting heat.
no such thing as a sure thing.
Facts. There's no such thing as a sure thing. The Giants fans, and I included, thought, Jaxson Dart needed a lot of development. We didn't think he was a sure thing. Jaxson Dart has shown that he can potentially be that sure thing. Why would you set yourself back another year? Why? This is why no people should just run a franchise or be in important conversations. This is why. It's crazy. He made a couple good throws here and there, and now people are crowning him the second coming. I don't get it. I don't understand. Let's keep listening to a smart person here.
Jaxson Dart has been having a very good rookie season, despite never playing with one of the best receivers in the NFL.
Woo! Did we forget that, folks? He played how many snaps with Malik Neighbors? A whole fucking quarter and a half. Wow. And before that, Malik Neighbors and him were clicking. They were playing really good. Now he's doing it with Darius drops everything Slayton. We paid $12 million a year to him, Slayton, and Wandale Robinson, and Theo Johnson. And all of a sudden, they're like, oh, Jaxson Dart, what has he shown? What has he even shown? To elevate guys around him? To make them better? Wandale Robinson is having a fucking fantastic year. Theo Johnson's having a great year for a tight end. He almost beat multiple great playoff teams with the team that is shit, the Giants. Like, I'm not understanding. Like, oh my goodness, I'm not understanding it. I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. It's crazy.
Dealing with his head coach, who he had a great relationship with, getting fired in the middle of the year.
Oh my gosh, and we forgot to mention his head coach got fired in the middle of the year. Do you know how many quarterbacks I've seen that have fucking absolutely tanked and shut off because their quarterback got fired in the middle of the year? You know how many, these are the little things that take hold and make you play good and make the team very copacetic and everything on the same page. When your coach gets fired mid-season, your season's over. You have fucked up your bad team, and you probably won't play well the rest of the year. You may have an outlier game here and there, but you're not going to be good. You're just not. But no, Jaxson Dart, what has he shown? What has he shown?
His receivers routinely dropping passes.
Darius Slayton. There we go. There's a Darius Slayton sighting.
And his defense routinely giving up back-breaking late-game leads to make his record look worse than it should look.
Thank you very much, Thick Maniac, whatever your name is. He's spitting heat right now. We just got to let him cook, boys. He's spitting some heat. If I can't get the words out because I'm crashing out, this guy will get it out because
And
he's
the
not.
Giants are supposed to move off of that? For years, the moronic Daniel Jones believers were screaming from the mountaintops that the Giants did not support Daniel Jones.
Oh my, yes. Yes. They were screaming this. Oh, well, get Jones an O-line. I'll get Jones a number one receiver. I'll get Jones this, Jones that. Oh, we need Saquon Barkley. Oh, without, we have to get him everything under the sun for him to be good. Jaxson Dart has done what he could never do with less. With less. I don't care. He's done it with less. Cry Me a River has done it with less.
And that's why he failed. The Giants are failing a quarterback they drafted in the first round again, but this time he's playing awesome. He's having the best year out of any of the rookie quarterbacks in his draft class.
Yes, he is. He's the best rookie out of his draft class. 1,000 miles better than any fucking quarterback.
And he's playing better than anything Daniel Jones ever showed us, despite all of the chaos around him.
Yes, this guy is spitting heat. despite all the chaos that's happening, Jaxson Dart has shown that he could play at an NFL level. Just like Drake May. Just like him.
The only knock you can have on why Jaxson Dart might not succeed long-term is that he plays like he's a WWE wrestler.
That's the only knock you can have on him, is him taking hits in the game. That's literally the only knock you can have on him.
But I would rather have to coach that out of him than trying to have to coach a bad quarterback into being a good quarterback.
Thank you so much. Like, you got to pick your battles, bro. We have never seen Fernando Mendoza play it down in the NFL ever. Never. Why would you take that over a guy who has shown you that he could be good in the league? All he just needs to do is learn how to fucking slide. That's it. That's all Jaxson Dart needs to do is learn how to slide, and he's the top 10 QB immediately. I don't care. He has the talent to be, just like Drake May. But, there were probably stupid people talking about trading Drake May too. Dummies, all of them. Stupid people who should not be a part of important conversations ever in life. Thank you very much, Thick Manic. Go subscribe to him if you guys are seeing this. But we should talk about Jaxson Dart because everybody now is maybe feeling vindicated. Oh, maybe they should trade Jaxson Dart because, of this video that is right here that I'm about to play. Because, Jaxson Dart did not look good. He did not. Right? This is his first awful game where he did not look good at all. So let's just show you some of the things that, were prevalent in this game that makes you, go say, you know what? Maybe, it wasn't all Jaxson Dart's fault.
Jaxson Dart finished with one of the worst stat lines of the season yesterday.
Yeah, it was awful. He was absolute trash. He was awful.
Showing blitz here, they back off and only rush 4. Giants pick it up pretty well, but why is Dart not thrown this? What is taking him so long? Well, the reason why is because these are the Giants' route concepts. They are literally all go routes.
Literally all go routes on second down. Where's the check down? Where's the check down? And this falls more on the Giants coaching staff. The Giants coaching staff can make a quarterback play bad. Shocker. I get it, right? Shocker. Crazy. Giving him no option but to go deep.
3
Crazy.
Receivers and a tight end on the field, and every single one of them is running a go route.
Like, what is he supposed to do with this, chat? What is he supposed to do?
Field. The Giants didn't give him any other options. No tight end in the flat. They didn't even give him a check down here. And this is a second down with 1.5 minutes left to go in the half.
And guess what? Nobody was open. So guess what he did? Chuck it. He chucked it. And it almost got picked off. Like, I don't understand. I just don't. People want to say Jaxson Dart was a failure here. Maybe the play calling was bad. Maybe that. But no, it's Jaxson Dart. He's the problem.
The very next play, a 3rd and long, we've got a defensive tackle lined up in the 0 technique, and 61, who is staring him down, decides to double team the 3 technique over here. The guard misses him as well.
Oh yeah, so this is Jaxson Dart's fault as well, guys. This is why Fernando Mendoza is better than him. Jaxson Dart could not block a defensive lineman and throw at the exact same time. That is exactly why Jaxson Dart needs to be traded, guys.
Tracy steps up and doesn't get him, and Jaxson Dart has a defensive tackle in his face.
And he literally shucked off the defensive tackle. He shucked him off, too. Oh, I want to cry. People, don't fucking trade Dart, please. Nobody listen to Jaxson Dart in the Giants room, please. I'm praying. Please don't do it.
Within a half second of this play, somehow he makes 4 yards out of this, but wow. Brian Flores was showing...
And that's the good thing about Jaxson Dart. He can make plays off script. I love it so much.
Blitz all day. And Dart didn't always handle that well, but even when he did, like with 3 minutes left in the 4th quarter,
let's look at this.
Stuff like this would happen. A drop from Darius Slayton.
Oh, Darius Slayton with a routine drop in a big pivotal downing game. Oh. Even though, yeah, I would like the Giants to lose because our season is over, no playoff hopes, and getting the highest draft pick is probably worth our while. Darius Slayton, catch that fucking ball. You bum. You're a bum.
This was the interception he threw, a very, very simple pitch and catch that, of course, the Giants...
Oh, yeah, that's on Jaxson Dart too, guys. Guys. Jaxson Dart couldn't catch the ball and throw it at the exact same time. He couldn't do that shit. It's on Jaxson Dart's fault. Trade him. Trade him away. We don't need him. We need Mendoza, who hasn't shown anything in the league because he isn't fucking drafted yet.
Mess up and give away. I thought this was Dart's best play of the night on a 3rd and 16 where he looks to the right side of the field to get this linebacker drifting over and out of the way. Then he turns back middle, fires this to Wando.
That's a great throw. Piss missile of a throw over the middle, away from the defender. Wando had to make a tough catch, but you're a wide receiver, make a tough catch. That's a great throw by Dart.
Wandale Robinson,
Amazing.
perfectly placed right near the sticks, sets him up for a 4th and 2, which they would convert. Jaxson Dart certainly did not play his best game yesterday. Like, this is a blitz where it's actually good recognition to see the seam route, which is going to come wide open here, but he just kind of lofts this ball up. It gives the corner an opportunity to...
Yeah, bad ball. If it was a bit more... If it was a bit more straight line and not a lot of lift on that, that's probably a completion and a big gain. But the blitz is in his face because guess what? The O-line couldn't handle. And that's Jaxson Dart's fault because he couldn't block
to make a play on it, and that's what he does. It's certainly been a rough month, but with how horrible the Giants supporting cast has been and with how many changes he's had to go through, I don't think it's fair to judge him or to be concerned about him based on this last month.
Thank you so much. This guy has a brain. Sleeper Giants, I love you. You have a brain. You are a smart person. I love people who are smart.
This is the 4th and 3. I promise you, nobody is open here. This is the closest guy to being open, but I still think the safety has a good shot at making this play. And Van Ginkel gets the sack. The Giants lose.
Thank you very much. Smart person. It's not always on fucking Dart. Not always on Dart. But now let me just talk to the camera for a second. Let me just talk to my guys for a second here. You guys know I'm a Giants fan, right? And I haven't seen good quarterback play in a long time. It's been a hot minute. So I just want, you guys to understand where I'm coming from here. If they trade away Jaxson Dart, genuinely, I'm done with this team. Genuinely, I'm done. I can't sit here and let stupid management ruin my Sundays anymore. I can't let it happen. I can't. I truly can't. Jaxson Dart has actually given me reasons to watch. He's shown actual talent on the field. He's shown to make plays off script. He's shown he could look a little Mahomes in times, a little Josh Allen-y in times, right? And yeah, he may not be 6'5" and a half, with a rocket of an arm. But he has a really good arm. Really good. But he's 6'2". Ugh. Scoff at it. Right? Just scoff. I'm just going to say this one more time, and I'm going to say it again. If you entertain these talks at all with a serious conversation, you are also a dumb person. These conversations are not meant to be entertained by smart people, a.k.a. me. And a lot of people, I think this is like the 2% of the people in the sports world thinking this. But it just so happens that the 2%, they speak fucking loud. So I had to talk about it. I had to give it my 2 cents in here because I love the Giants. I think that the Giants, if they get rid of Jaxson Dart, that would be a horrible decision and will set us back at least another 2-3 years. So, yeah, Jaxson Dart, you need to be on this team. Please, don't get discouraged by the New York media. You're going to tank out for the rest of the year, probably get the first overall pick. And yeah, we're going to trade that. The new GM who's probably going to come in, which should come in. It should not be Shane anymore. They're going to trade that first overall pick, and they're going to get a lot back for that, for a team wanting to move up. And then they're going to try to build out the roster with Jaxson Dart, get Malik Neighbors healthy, get another wide receiver in here, fucking get rid of Darius Slayton, and keep upgrading that defense and get good coordinators in here to help coach this team. And an experienced coach as well who's used to winning as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Jaxson Dart has played more fucking snaps in the league than Fernando Mendoza. I think you keep the guy who's actually played well in the league with a shit team. I think you actually keep that guy. That's like the Patriots trying to trade away Drake May in year 1 for Cam Ward. No. You don't do that because that would be stupid. I hate dumb people. Thank you guys for watching. Toodle pip. I don't know. It's sad. It's just sad that I have to fucking crash out on live and then I have to crash out in a video. There's too many crash outs. I can't keep up. But thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, take it easy, like, subscribe, and see you guys next time. Take it easy. Peace.